handling those, for example, let's say you are a construction company, right? Okay, and then you won a contract from a government, and the government wants you to build a infrastructure route. Yeah, because there's an echo. Okay, so this project center is going to allow you to create a head contract that's you get awarded from the government, and then you can do the progress claim as well as the invoices claim, progress claim, everything to and send it out to your client. Okay, so that is what is your billing is all about, your forecasting, your budgeting for to manage a project per se. But at the same time, after you get awarded this contract, beside that, you need to do your forecasting, budgeting, and all that thing, and then you will against award and appoint contractor, subcontractor to help you to continue this, to work together to build this infrastructure for the government, right? You know, sometimes you need to buy materials and stuff like that. That's where the e-procurement will comes in, that it becomes, you are using this system. Project center is for you to build your customer, to manage your contract, to manage your your costing and everything. And then you will be able to issue out order to your supplier or contractor from the e-procurement. And this then become a comprehensive of you know, your AR and the AP. That means that you will do a billing, and then yet you will also award the contract out to a subcontractor or a supplier. You get what I mean? Okay, and at the same time, right, you may hire labor, or you may hire a subcontractor to supply you labor to do the construction work, right? So then the construction worker will then clock in, clock out, then you will then need to man the payroll and all that thing, and you will do hiring and all that thing. So this is also one of the module that we have in Project Center, whereby you can manage your human resource in the system. And then, but the finance back end, it will be all go back to the Sage product, or any of the ERP system. It can be SAP, you know, the Oracle or whatever, not that the finance based ERP system that the client has, or they are our currently Sage product, then we will integrate back to the Sage ERP system. You get what I mean? Okay. Then we also have e-property management, which we have yet to launch, but this is a software whereby, now assuming you are a shopping mall, right? So you will list out each and every outlet to a retailer. So this software is basically for you to manage your tenants. It can be a sole property or it can be a leased property. Oh, okay. So this is a e-property management system whereby for you to manage your the property that's owned by you, or you are the property manager for the property, and to collect rental from the tenants. You get what I mean? So this is the solutions that we build and we sell to our customer. And on top of that, we have built mobile apps. And all this mobile app is also integrated into our project center, because remember just now I say we have a HR module, and we are manning the contractor or the worker on site. So we will have them to clock in and clock out and to manage their payroll. So we have a mobile apps called Times at Attendant. And we also have a mobile apps called Plan Pre-Start Checklist. Okay, now assuming now you have a construction site, right? You have some machine, or you have some vehicle like forklift, you know, crane and all that to do the work on the site, construction site, correct? So before you engage, every day when the workers start work, right, before they start using the machine or the vehicle, they have a checklist to go through to tick, 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 tick to make sure that all the vehicle or the machine are safe to use. Right? So if let's say there is a question, standard question A being built in the mobile apps that they have to answer and tick. If it's the answer is no, or certain things are not in, or is not in operation, and the checklist itself will warn them that this vehicle or this machine is not safe to occupy, and you have to stop and inform the fault man immediately if this is not safe to you, and then they have to get the technical technician to come in to repair the vehicles or the machine before they resume using this machine or vehicle. Okay, so this is a real time for them to report back to the company if, let's say, there's something wrong with the machine or vehicle. Okay, and in terms of site diary, right, it's the mobile apps whereby we want the site worker to update. You know, sometimes we order material, then the supplier will deliver the material to site. So they will use the mobile apps to update that they have received this material. Okay, and they will also report what are the incident happened on site. Okay, and there will be also checklists for them to report the progress of work. So I would roughly show you later to give you some information about this, the menu and the thing. Okay. Now, my portal is another thing that whereby is the staff that they can use this to access into to update their own personal information. When I say they can use this to update their own personal information, meaning say that when they log into it, they are using their mobile phone, they log in with the password. Okay, and with that, right, they're able to access to their address, their personal information, their bank information, you know, their EPF, blah, 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 and the payslip, you know, they can also submit their claims via these mobile apps. They can apply leave via these mobile apps. Okay, so it's a my portal for the staff and to interact with the company for all the administration work. Okay, so these are the 4 mobile apps we have. Okay, so these are the product that's for your information. Okay, so now roughly to let you know, like for example, just now I told you we have project center, right? We have e-procurement whereby you can sub the contract out to a contractor. Okay, and then we have head contract for you to manage your billing and the variations that you are going to inform your customer. Hey, the customer may add on or remove certain item from the head contract, whereby, and then you can use this to do your forecasting, and you will use this to also manage your risk and opportunities in here, and then you will have all sort of reporting in this project center. Then in the e-procurement, you see, you can place the order to the supplier, and there are different type of order that's available in the system, whereby you have purchase order, you have subcontract order, or you have schedule of rate agreement. Now, for your information, purchase order is normally to use to order materials, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Subcontract order is basically to award a contract to a contractor. Okay. Schedule of rate is like, for example, if you have a shopping mall, so you have an F&B outlet, and the landlord is providing gas, you know, the cooking gas to the F&B outlet, and that means you are selling the gas, but then at the same time you need to get supply from the gas supplier to come in to deliver the gas to your shopping mall, right? Then you will have agreement with the supplier that you know, every meter cube, how much is it? Because every load of refill of the gas is different in terms of the volume every time. So, but you have agreed upon a rate with the supplier. So we call this as an agreement for schedule of rate. Okay. Then in between, it may change order. Maybe sometimes you want to add more, or you want to reduce the quantity for whatever reason. Then you will the system allow you to receive whatever the contractor or supplier delivered. Then the supplier or the contractor will send the invoice to you. Then you will need to make payment. So this is the entire workflow under the project center that we have for e-procurement. Okay. Yeah. So in terms of the HRIS workflow is that it allows them to set up that there are new employee coming in on board, then you need to set up whatever necessary and then issue out the asset to the employee, and then you need to do whatever payroll that is necessary from that's the data coming in from the time and attendant apps and also the my portal. And then if the staff is leaving the company, then you will have an offboarding process to go through with the system. So there is an onboarding and offboarding workflow that have been built in under the HRIS workflow. Okay. Yeah, so in our HRIS system that it allows you to set up your employee, you're allowed to set up all the employee information for the payroll, then and all that things lah. Okay, so this is a brief for you to understand our product. Okay, so hang on. Sorry, are you saying that you okay? I'm gonna walk you through some of the information about the mobile apps. Okay, hold on, yeah. Yeah. The mobile apps is available now. Okay. Yeah. This is okay. What I have showed you there, right? The product that I have shown you here, these are the product that we want to showcase in the website. But now the question that Selvi has posted to you is, this product should be into this website. That means we're going to put Synergy products, Synergy mobile apps, or you think that it's better off that we have another separate website purely for our Synergy product and don't mix with this Sage product. You get what I mean? That is the question that Selvi posted to you, and he would like to hear from you, your professional, and after your review and study based on our website and also the, what is our competitor, whatever not. And he want to hear from you whether you think that we should have our product here, continue to include it into our existing website, just to complete it, the whole thing, or to have another separate website for our products. You get what I mean? No, now that's why Selvi is asking you, do you think, after hearing from us and we give you the brief, do you think our current website, is there anything that you would recommend to improve? Yeah, so this, yeah, I do understand where you're coming from for the blog, it's for the SEO purposes, but the problem is that to maintain a blog, to every now and then to have a blog content to be uploaded, that is something that yeah, how are we going to maintain it? Because to maintain the content is something that we need to really think twice, and also how are we going to maintain the blog? Because you can see there's a lot of website have blog, but it's a die. It's like when they start, they put in few blog, and then after that it die. There's no continuity. You get what I mean? Okay. Now, if you want, you're asking me whether it's a synergy. Okay, let's say times at attendance. Now, if you will go to Google Play Store, right? You click into here, Synergy Information System. These are all the apps that just now what I showed you has gone live in the you can also search iOS Synergy times and attendance. So it is the apps that I mentioned to you is available in the App Store. Yeah. Okay. Now, a very quick one. This is not up to date, but it give you a flavor lah. Huh? Now, we have a time at attendant app. This is an old look of it. It actually allowed the people to clock in. And then during the COVID pandemic, we actually have a questionnaire for them to clock in and answer to the COVID question before they are allowed to enter to the site. Okay, so then we have my portal. You see our apps that you need to key in with your mobile number that is whitelist in the system, and then with the OTP that you receive. Then in there, you can actually update your personal detail, your address, your apply the leave, do the expense claim, upload any documents. You see, you can even check out the requisition, like if let's say you have placed any purchase order or whatnot, the delivery. You can also check out the company policy that whether have you read and stuff like that, and what have you submit. All these things are part and parcel in this My Portal. Okay, you can apply leave, you can submit your explain claims, you can submit your timesheet, that kind of things. Okay, and then we have plan pre-start that's for you to check clock in, to go in and say that now you are working on which site and then what machine that you are using. Okay, then you need to go and answer all sort of questions, the safety questions. Yeah, yeah, that is plan pre-start checklist. Okay. This is the clock in, clock out. Then site diary is something that allows you to go in and you can go in to update all the delivery, the requisitions, and also the incident happens on site. You see what kind of inspection it is, what kind of incident it is. If let's say there's any damage or injuries in the workplace, then they will need to update all this thing through the site diaries. So this is the mobile apps that you can manage your requisition, your delivery, all that. Yeah. Okay. So this actually give you a brief idea as in what is the product and what are the things that we have not included in our current system. Okay. Now, hang on. There is another thing. Can you see my screen? Now, okay, this is just something a draft, okay? Just for your eye only. It's not something that have been concrete and all that thing. It's just for the discussion sake that I created this, okay? Now, for example, let's say, we have product like Synergy solution, we have orders and then we have mobile apps. But this is just for discussion purposes. It's not necessary the thing to be presented in this way. So because you are the agency, probably you have a better idea, to tell us that, hey, this thing should be displayed in this way. Okay, and the structure is supposed to be like that. So this is only for discussion. It is not something that we want. Understand? Yeah. So this is our product. Then in our just now I'm talking about the locket, right? This is just for you see in Sage, right? They will have this thing called Sage University Login. After you log in, then you get to see. They will give you tell you the tutorial, how to use the product, the kind of things. Okay, like this is another website whereby they will have some learning, some documentation in there to give the, like to tell them that the knowledge how to is the user guide, for the software, something like that. Yeah, you can take a look, both BI, you can take a look, Yadi. They have this training, you know, but they also have the lock-in for the clients. But this is only for reference lah, yeah. I'm not saying that we must do exactly something like that. But part and parcel, so we would like to have a website whereby it allowed the clients, so probably this is only some throw out idea whether are we going to must have. We are not sure yet, but just for information, just that at least that you know, maybe this is something that we would like to explore also. It's not necessary in phase 1, but it could be in phase 2. For this university. Okay. Okay, up to here, have I confused you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, anybody on the ground, I mean, whoever attended this meeting here, that if you have any question, I basically have give you an idea that how it is lah. I mean, just now Selvi was saying that he want to get our colleague to run you through briefly about our product. I think do you all need to have a walkthrough of our product in detail, which I don't think you need. Basically, is for you to understand what are the functions, the features that we have in the product. That probably is something that you would like to know, right? Mm. Okay, understand. So yeah, so I mean, in terms of introductions of the product, this is what I have shared. Yeah. Mm. So in terms of the mobile apps, like I tell you that these are the features of the product. That's what it allows you to do and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So at least now you have some idea what is the product all about, what is the look and feel about the product. Yeah. Mm. So what else that you need from me? Yeah. I will share some of this deck with you so that it's easy for you to refer to. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh, well, just now what I've showed you, that one is just a reference for the university. Yeah. But that is very much for probably the phase 2 of the lock-in of the thing to access to our tutorial materials. Uh, but I think the phase 1 is still very much focusing to how to market our products. Okay. And to market the products, definitely the keywords and the SEO is come in very important. And yeah, I would say that yeah, you will need to look at it and then also check it out, the SEO, the keywords that especially certain thing we may need to very much target the local market in Australia, and we will need to further discuss with Salvi that shall we just really looking at focus on local, like localize the keywords and stuff like that in Australia and Malaysia for now, before we even go into Asia Pacific. Because when you the area that you cover, the biggest, that the things that you need to look into is much more um Actually, if you were to look at it, right, currently Malaysia and Australia or whoever, so long it's under Synergy Group, we currently we'll plan to have one website for all globally instead of create different website for different country. You get what I mean? Because certain company you can see that there's .my for Malaysia, .au is for Australia, that kind of things. But at this moment we are looking at one website to serve all purpose. When I say one website, is not saying that we must have our Synergy product in this synergyap.com. Okay, for your information, Synergy AP, what is the AP? Synergy Asia Pacific. So this is the short form for this. We only have one website. This is the only website we have. Yeah, this is the only website that we have. We only have this website. We don't have any more others website. Yeah, it's just that when you search Synergy Information System, because I'm now located in Malaysia, you see. So I put this thing, and this is where we are lah. This website turned out in the Google search. And also for information, currently we have not set up any social media for our company. We have not. We don't have Facebook. We don't have LinkedIn. You know, we have not set up all this for the social media because we don't think we are ready until let's start with the website first before we even venture into a social media, because the content come very important. If we would have the social media now, if we don't have a proper content to publish in the social media, is pointless as well. Yeah. It's very much that let's do a good website. At the same time, make sure that we cover all the keywords. We take care of the SEO when people search. Okay, now can you tell me, I mean, from what you hear from us so far and the previous discussion and the quotation you have provided to Sankita, right? And now what you have met Selvi in Kochi, and just now Selvi have give you a brief about it, and now I give you a brief about this. Now, you need to come back and tell us now, or you have your internal discussion. How are you going to bring this thing forward? And are you going to tell us that, Cecilia, you need to come back to us on this, or we need to have a form of a formal engagement of documentation and certain thing before you can move on to what. All these things you have to table out and tell us. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Now, how we started, as in you first time you have give a quotation to Sankita, right? With that quotation, we arranged Selvi to meet up with you in Kochi, right? And then today, just now Selvi give you a brief, and now I give you a detailed brief of our product, and then probably you need to come back to us with your proposal. When I say proposal, as in I'm not asking you to give us a detailed proposal as per se, that you have to come back and tell us that now this is what you propose, the scope, after understand the whole thing, that what we expect from you. And Okay, I hear you. What are you telling me that we must have .au, .my, .sg? Okay. I mean, this can be part of the things that you're going to present to us and tell us that this is what your recommendation is going to be, right? But yeah. I think what you need to do is now you walk away with the information that I provided to you, and then you need to come back to us with your proposal in terms of the timeline, in terms of the scope, and whether the price and the things that you have quoted earlier is still in sync and is maintained the same as what we are talking about with this scope of work. And all these things you have to come back to us. Okay, in this case, do you still have question that you would like me to bring Salvi back into this meeting, that you would like to raise it with him? And or you think we can end the session here and you are going to come back and we can cancel off tomorrow meeting and you will tell us when do you want to have a meeting with us to present whatever thing. Okay, roughly how long that you need to come back to us on your recommendation?
Mm, 2 days maybe. Mm,
Day up. So you think that we can, sorry? Okay, Wednesday. Okay, so which means that probably we can meet again the same time on Wednesday. Ah. Okay. I tell you what, maybe now you don't need to commit the time or the time, because maybe when you drew into more study, then maybe you need more time or all that thing. So probably once you know that when you roughly is going to be ready, then you can communicate with Sankita and let Sankita come back and confirm with us when are we able to meet again. Yeah. Okay, so I will try to gather some of the information, like just now the information I have shared with you. I put it together in one deck, and maybe then I will send it to you so that you have a better idea what it is. Okay, anything else? Yeah. Okay, I believe that you have Selvi, you have mine, and you have Sankita email address, and you have Sankita mobile number. You can call her anytime that if you have any questions. And Sankita at this moment she will be the contact point person for you to access to, and I will definitely communicate with Sankita very frequently and on all the things that we need to feedback to you. Okay. For your information, I'm actually working in Malaysia, so I'm from the Malaysia office. Yeah. I'm working together with Sawi. I wouldn't put a word that I'm hating, but we are all working as colleagues. Yeah, I will be managing this project. Yes. Okay. Okay. So thank you very much for your time, and I will send you the information shortly. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day.